Listen, boo, clearing your skin is not an overnight thing. And at some point, you might need to go to a pro who knows what they're doing with skin of color. So our next guest in this subscriber series is Guzie, who had a series of pro skin treatments that took her skin from here to here. Now, what did she do? How much did it cost? How long did it take? Where did she go? We're gonna answer all that and more, so keep watching. All right, so Guzie, tell us about your skin. You told me you got a number of procedures. So tell us about your skin and what made you go down this route.
So back in 2018 or 19, I took some medication. I got sick and I broke out in a serious breakout. And I guess you'll see in the pictures, but it was all down my neck, my cheeks, my face, and it left me with a lot of hyperpigmentation, just cystic acne, things that I've never dealt with before. So I ended up just going, speaking to a friend, and they recommended me to my now esthetician, who's one of my good friends. And we talked about different things like microneedling and different facials. But the first thing that we initially did was a peel just to stop the acne. The perfect Derma peel. And after that peel, my acne stopped. It stopped for the most part, because you'll see the pictures, but I had really cystic, really angry acne. Mm-hmm. And it stopped. And then I started using certain face washes. I started doing the 60-second rule. I started, because I was wearing makeup every day to cover the hyperpigmentation. And I was wearing heavy makeup, full face makeup, layers. And started doing a double cleansing. I never knew about any of that stuff. I've only heard about that stuff, but I've never actually done it. And I thought oh my God, this stuff is so expensive. And then I realized, I spend so much money on other stuff. I might as well just get a good, invest in good products. And that's when I started to see a difference after that first peel. And then I think right before New Year's, I think it was the time between Christmas and New Year's, I got microneedling done.
Okay, with the same person?
Same person. I've had the same person treating my skin for the past 3 years almost. That was when I really started to see, after that was when I really started to see the difference. In after that second treatment, I started incorporating a toner. We started talking about different products, different face washes, and just different things to wearing sunscreen was a big thing. And I started seeing the spots and the hyperpigmentation go away. And then I remember, because that was 2019, and then 2020 the world shut down early. I think in February is when I got my last, pre-pandemic, that was my last microneedling treatment. I don't know, I think I just started using better products. And then that's what held me over until my next treatment. It might have been July or August. I got the VI peel.
Okay, and what was your experience with that?
I mean, the perfect Derma peel is very similar. The VI peel, I feel it was just a little bit more, my skin was a little bit more drier. To me, they were very similar. My skin still came off in clumps. You can see, it's really when you look on YouTube and you look on the internet, when people are peeling, the skin is literally just flaking back, and you just have to wait it out. That was my last peel up until recently.
Just to kind of reframe the timeline. First, initially had the acne 2019, and so your first thing was the perfect Derma peel for the acne. You saw some improvement in the acne, and then you switched up your skincare routine, wearing sunscreen, using a toner. Making sure that you were using the right type of cleanser. Then you got microneedling. You got microneedling again.
I got microneedling twice, yeah.
Twice, and then you got the VI peel. And then you had these treatments through 2019 until 2020. And then what did you get next after that?
Took a little bit of a break. I think I just got from the harsh treatments. I believe I just did regular dermal and infusion peels, people call it the oxygen facial. I call it just the dermal infusion facial. Where they kind of a lot of people, you can kind of see what comes out of your face, all the impurities.
Oh, like a hydrofacial almost.
Yeah, like a hydrofacial. Yeah. So I did a couple of those, just to keep my skin hydrated, and I saw a really big difference of my pores. They weren't that noticeable, and a lot of the hyperpigmentation I was getting really diligent with sunscreen at that time. Before, I didn't really believe in that you needed to wear sunscreen and reapply it all the time, and then I started to really get on top of it, and it's just everything started to disappear. Everything started to disappear. It was crazy. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Everything that was super on my cheeks and on my neck. It was all gone.
So then what did you do after that point?
Like regular like facials, just regular like the oxygen facials or whatever. And then in 2021, I took a break for a while. I was just maintaining my skin, experimenting with different products. So I spent, I think, like 9 months building a routine.
Have you done anything, any other procedures recently?
Yes. So I recently did a laser peel, like about 3 weeks ago, and you can kind of see it a little bit, but I'm still healing. I'm wearing makeup now, so you can't tell too much, but it's pretty much like you peel, you do, it's like a laser, and you peel, and then your skin just kind of like gets better over like the next like 3 weeks, and you don't really see the full result until maybe like a month out. And you'll just like one day you'll just look at your skin and be like, wow, like my skin is very clear, like the pigment is really like back into my skin, and it's an amazing procedure. I've done it, this is my second time doing it. I did it back in October, and then by November, I think before Thanksgiving last year, 2021, one day I was like, wow, like my skin is really looks really good.
It does look really good. Like I was like, okay,
Guzie. Thank you.
Okay, now let's talk cost. This is over the course of almost 3 years, starting in 2019. So,
and I had to budget. I would buy packages, and like a lot of I started. So for me, like I started around like the time where it was like a lot of places were having Black Friday sales. So like I would like stock up. Like I would use my Christmas bonus money and stock up, knowing that like I would break these, like I would take these procedures and have them done within over the next like 6 months, because they don't really expire. Like for a lot of these like spas, like a lot of them don't expire. So a lot of them are doing like 2 for 1 or like buy one get one 50% off. So I feel like I got a lot of them like discounted because I did do that.
So what were the places that you went to?
So my esthetician Sade, she has her own spa. And that's where I did a lot of my treatments. It's Slate Beauty. And then I also did like a lot of like my lasers and some of my peels. I did them at Bare Body Laser.
Yeah. So, and you said you trust your esthetician.
It took like maybe like the first 3 months. I was scared because I went on YouTube and I saw people like talking about like how peels like could be like super like damaging to your skin if they're not done correctly, and how you can get burned. And I didn't know if I could handle the downtime because I work every day, and at this point it wasn't working from home, it was working in an office. I had to plan it very strategically and like do it during Thanksgiving, and then make sure that I'd be done peeling by the time I had to go back into the office. She was always very much like, all right, if you have any questions, call me. Like if you have any questions about what you should buy, like what type of products. Like she gave me recommendations. She also gave me samples. And I was that annoying customer that would text via Sephora and say, hey, can I use this? Like, what is this? Like, can I like use this vitamin C serum? Like, is it okay for me to like, put this on my skin? Like, and I would just, she's like, send me pictures of your skin every day of the peel, like just to make you feel better. And I would just like snap a photo every day. And that's why I have so many pictures of like my skin from back then. Well, I wouldn't take that many pictures, but she was very much open, and she was like, listen, I know you're scared. It's fine. You can call me, you can text me, send me pictures so I can see what's going on, and then you can come back if you need, any readjustments. She made me feel very like safe in that moment because I was scared.
I do find that sometimes people will go to pros and something will happen afterwards, and a lot of people are afraid to ask follow-up questions, and it's like, no, you need to ask follow-up questions, because what you're experiencing, either one, it could be nothing, but you want that reassurance, or two, it might be something where you need to spring into action and you need to know. So would you say there were any downsides for any of these treatments?
For the peel, I definitely think that it's the downtime. You're not used, like if you're not used to peeling, your face is raw. Like your face will peel and then it'll feel raw, and you need to make sure that you're not like, if you're someone who uses actives, like you need to make sure that like, you discuss with your esthetician, like you can't use actives. Like I don't use actives 3 days before I get a peel. I stop my actives 3 days before I get a peel or any type of treatment. And then during the the peeling process, I don't use any actives until maybe like a week or two after. Like I got my last laser peel the first week of February, and I just started using actives this week. So it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I definitely think like the actual peeling process and knowing how to care for your skin. If you put the wrong product on your skin, you can burn yourself.
So would you do this again?
Absolutely. I don't regret using any of my coins. Like I put a lot of money into skincare, but like overall I think it's helped, like my confidence, and it's helped just, me being more knowledgeable in like what I'm buying. I'm not just going out to buy like the next thing that people are talking about on the internet. Like I'm actually like looking into, the different ingredients and trying to, make it work.
So there are a number of things to learn from this video, so you might want to get to jotting. So first of all, this ain't cheap. This ain't even cheap with some of the prices that Guzie got for these treatments being from 3 years ago, and she got a package. So you're gonna have to spend the skincare coins wisely. Now you can find ways to save, but you still want to do your extra due diligence, because sometimes when something is cheap in price, that is also reflected in the quality of the care that you receive. And in the worst case scenario, you might make whatever the situation is worse, or you might even get injured. Now, myself personally, most of my skincare spending, a good bulk of it, goes towards skincare treatments as opposed to skincare products, and I'll tell you why. Over the many years that I had this platform, because I had a blog before I had this YouTube channel, I have learned so much about skincare and where I need to spend my money and where I can save. So for instance, I don't need some big pricey $400 moisturizer unless that moisturizer has a check inside of it for $380. You know what I'm saying? Now, a tough pill to swallow for folks who think that you can just find the best skincare products out there to get similar results to these treatments. You might get your feelings hurt a little, just a little bit, maybe a lot. Figure get a little closer. Now you're gonna need your regular skincare, your cleansers, your moisturizers, your toners, your serums, your sunscreens, all that stuff. However, there's only but so much that these products can do, even the ones that are called medical grade skincare that you can get over the counter. And also, a shout out to Guzie's esthetician, Sade Johnson at Slate Beauty. It sounds like they have a really great relationship where Guzie's able to express her concerns and apprehensions and also, her goals. And Sade is able to answer those questions, alleviate a lot of her concerns, and with her expertise, help her to clear her skin. That is the exact kind of relationship you want with any skincare pro that you're gonna spend your hard-earned money on. I will leave Sade's information linked in the description box, as well as a link to a video on, if you're not in the New York City area, where you can find a Skin of Color pro near you. I am absolutely loving this series. Are you? Let me know in the comments. I'm loving it because I get to talk to you guys. You guys are so amazing. But also, I think it's really powerful because we're able to share information amongst ourselves, because not a lot of us are out there, not enough of us are out there talking about our experiences with pro skin treatments. So in order for this series to continue on, I need more of you guys to come on the channel. So if you've had a procedure, it can be anything: injections, facial plastic surgery, it can be chemical peels, lasers, whatever it is. If you had an experience, good or bad, because we need to hear from both, make sure you check out the description box, because I'll leave information on how you can contact me. Links on where you can find me on social media and my other YouTube channels will be linked in the description box. And I will see you fine folks in my next video. Bye guys.